Hey guys, welcome to Destination Pentester. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about me. Who am I? What am I doing? And what do I plan to do in the near future? So about me, my name is Alfredo, and I used to do IT audit. I was a manager of a department of 3 at a very nice cruise line company. It was a lot of fun, worked with a great team. And I left, and now I'm following penetration testing. So ethical hacking is something that was already tickling my curiosity. And even when I was doing IT audit, as we were doing audits, we were also doing audits of the cybersecurity program at the company I worked at. I just started getting into it. I just really appreciated the security aspect, but also I appreciate technology, and I really like where both of them converge. So I just started getting more curious and getting more technical. Now, when I say getting more technical, I do not have a technical background. What I mean by getting more technical is that, I would research, Google things that I didn't understand, and just go the extra mile in understanding the different components in the network and systems, or if there were terms or concepts I wasn't really sure about or very familiar with, I would start researching those. But I do not have a technical background. Actually, my background is in accounting. I got a bachelor's in accounting and a master's in accounting. So when I started IT audit, I just learned by fire. I started with PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is one of the big 4. It's a great, amazing company. I learned tons there, and but it was rough. They just throw you in the fire, and just you got to get out of the hole, So, so I learned a little bit about IT. I learned about the concepts, things about like secure coding practices, change management, user provisioning, things like that. But no technical background at all. And now I decided to do penetration testing, which is extremely technical. Because why not, I do have some certifications under my belt. I have the CISSP, which I just got in February. That was super exciting. I also have the Security Plus and the CISA, which, if you don't know, that's the Certified Information System Auditor. So where am I in my journey? So far I'm 9 months in. Again, I left my job last year. June 2021, I left my job, and then I started studying. So I started studying for the CISSP, and then at the same time, I had already purchased an annual pass with Pentester Academy. That cost me $249, and I had done so even before I had any plans of leaving my job and pursuing this as a full-time career. I had just purchased it again because I was curious, and I wanted to do it on my off time. But that was a little challenging because you don't get a lot of off time. I also volunteer a lot so that takes a lot of my time. And so I didn't really start to do much with Pentester Academy until after I left my job, which was in June again. So I was studying for the CISSP. I was doing Pentester Academy. I started with network pen testing, which is a video course that they have. Then I did Metasploit. I did reverse engineering. And I also completed some attack defense labs. So I'll do another video about Pentester Academy, but basically they have 2 platforms. One is where all their video courses are, and then they have another platform called Attack Defense where they have an inventory of labs. So if you want to study more about Linux, you'll take that and then do all the different labs, and they provide a walkthrough for every single one of them. So I did some of that. I was doing some of that, but to be quite honest with you, I mean, it was a splash of cold water in my face because, you start with network pen testing. The first thing I remember Vivek making us do is download a Vayada software router, install that as a VM, and install it as a VM. Sorry, I thought I wasn't recording, so that's why I looked over here. So we installed that, and we started learning about the public and private string, community strings, and how to hack into that. And the videos were a little old, I'm not going to lie. The videos were a little old, but nevertheless, I'll do a separate course or a separate video reviewing that course. So I did network pen testing, which was about 87 videos or so. I did the Metasploit one. I did reverse engineering, and then again the labs, right? Doing reverse engineering from the gates, I mean, yeah, it can be a little hard, not in terms of difficulty, but a little hard on your not ego, but you have this where you're starting to learn stuff, you feel good because you're starting to understand, and then you get into reverse engineering and you're like, wow, I really don't know anything. And to be honest, that really captures the essence of my whole journey so far. It's like, wow, I really don't know anything, right? I don't know how to program. I don't know, I've never configured a network or troubleshooted a network, etc. Thanks to the CISSP, I've learned a lot of the concepts and how they work and how to secure them, but I've never been hands-on, right? So anyways, I completed those few courses and some labs with Pentester Academy. I'm doing the labs, I remember, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing some stuff, just following the walkthroughs, but not really grasping it. So anyways, I also did some Try Hack Me. I did the Advent of Cyber, which was a lot of fun. I've done other labs with Try Hack Me, other walkthroughs that they have. And I completed this book called The Basics of Pen Testing, or The Basics of Penetration Testing. I have another video where I talk about it. It's something like how to get started with pen testing for noobs. Watch that video. There's some really good courses and resources that are mostly free that I would start off with if I was starting again. That book was awesome. What I like about the book is that it's easy to read. You go through it quick, so it makes you feel like you have achieved something, which you need, because there's so much information. Even if you're studying full time, you're just not going to learn and master everything. So just any victory that you can get along the way, any checkpoint that makes you feel good and keeps you motivated to keep going, I would suggest anyone to do. So I think that this book is a good one. If you don't have any background, any knowledge of pen testing, this is a really great place to start. It doesn't require any prerequisites or any foreknowledge. It takes you by the hand and it starts you off easy, which I really liked. It's well written, and it introduces you. That's what it really is. It's an introduction to penetration testing. What is penetration testing? What are the different phases? What do you do in each phase? What's the goal, objective? How do you do each phase? And then it gives you some tools, tips, and tricks. But again, it's very beginner. You're not going to be hacking into anything after that. It's just to get you started. And then, yeah, I'm basically doing a review. As you can tell, I really liked the book. I just think it's very beginner friendly. So I've done that. I've done some Try Hack Me. And right now I'm studying for the EJPT. So I'm 9 months in. And what can I tell you? I'm still very noob status. 9 months in, and I'm very noob status. Again, I'm not studying full time. I'm not working, but I'm not studying full time. Again, I'm involved in other community and volunteering activities. But I'm trying to study as much as I can each day. And yeah, I think that this is what most people are not going to tell you, is that it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to learn this. So as I'm going through, I'm making notes. So I have this Excel spreadsheet with multiple tabs where I just write down the commands. I write down descriptions of each tool, how to use it, when to use it, things like that. And even with that, it's still a struggle sometimes, even with easy boxes and Try Hack Me. Yeah, it's still, bumping my way through. And the reason for that is this. I've noticed that you're always going to be bumping around in penetration testing. You're never going to be an expert level. You're never going to be a real, I won't say never, but you'll never be an expert. Like, everything. You can't, because of the vast amount of information there is. You have all of the areas in penetration testing. You can focus on web application. You can focus on networks, Active Directory. You have mobile application, pen testing. You have IoT, autonomous vehicle. I mean, there's so much, right? You can also learn about reverse engineering. Pen testing covers all areas of technology, so you're never going to be an expert. And I think that, when you go in, you just have to be okay with that. I think that I believed, or kind of hoped, that I would spend a few months or maybe a year just studying full time, and that, putting all those hours of study, I would just become an expert, and not an expert like better than anybody else, but just really solid. And I see that that's not the case. I see that it actually takes a lot more time. It takes a lot more practice to not only master the concepts and the tools, but you need a mind frame. There's a specific mindset that you need to have in penetration testing. There's a specific methodology that you need to have when you're pen testing an application, and there's a lot of knowledge that you need, and not only have the knowledge, because I've written down a lot of the knowledge, right? But then you need the understanding of that knowledge and then the wisdom to apply it. So how do I apply it in a practical sense, right? How do I make decisions based on, what I mean is that based on all the information that I've collected, and after I do my enumeration, which basically is you start scanning, all the systems, and then you start recording and listing all of the services, the programs, the ports that are open. That's enumeration, so that then you can look at it, look at the version, the systems, the services or programs that are running, the version, and then start categorizing them. It's like, which one is most critical? Where should I start, right? I'll start with the most important ones, the most potentially critical ones, and work my way down. So you just need to know that after doing the enumeration, making these decisions, knowing where to look, thinking outside the box, solving problems, you have to be okay with just being stuck and digging deeper. So it just takes, it's a different beast. If you're not used to it, you also have to learn that. You have to learn being comfortable not making much progress in an entire day. So you'll give an entire day's worth of work and you basically haven't gotten anywhere. Now, many will tell me, it's like, well, no, that's a rabbit hole, or that's terrible. But based off of things that I've read and heard from other people, is that's how it's done. You just have to be comfortable spending a lot of time and thinking about things, and going through your process and trying new things and things like that. So yeah, 9 months in, and I still feel pretty newbie. I feel pretty newbie. I don't feel comfortable with the easy boxes. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some easy boxes where I'm like, make me feel like a king, like I'm ready to start tomorrow as a penetration testing professional. And then I get to other easy boxes where I'm like scratching my head. Most of those easy boxes where I got to scratch my head are the web application ones. I'm not going to lie. I'm not very strong with the web application. I'm still working to, I'm still learning it. So that's basically it. I haven't done any courses on web application. I've only seen a little bit on Burp Suite, on curl, etc. But yeah, I just need more practice. All right, lastly, my immediate plan. So I am doing the EJPT right now, which is a certification, and this is the course that you study for the certification, penetration testing student. By the way, this is another resource which I highly recommend. Penetration testing student is a course. You can get a starter pass for free with INE. Just create an account, put in your email, create a password, and you can do this for free, and I highly recommend everyone to do it. If you want more info, go to my other video, which I stated earlier, which is getting started in pen testing and the different resources for noobs. So this is the course, Penetration Testing Student. This will prepare me to take the eLearn Security Junior Penetration Tester certification. I'm about, as you can see, 56% complete. I've already completed the penetration testing prerequisites, penetration testing preliminary skills and programming, and right now I'm in the penetration testing basics. So my plan is to finish it this month. Finish it this month, and then after that, I plan to take the ECPPT version 2 next. This is the Penetration Testing Professional, or the Certified Professional Penetration Tester version 2 from eLearn Security. I think that the other certification that's sort of like this is the OSCP. I think those are sister certifications. Actually, it's not that I don't know. They are sister certifications. They're competing certifications. I've heard really good things about eLearn Security, the way that they give you the exam, the time that they give you for the exam, and then the courses that they have. I read a ton of really good things about them. So what I did was I got the INE's annual pass, premium pass. That cost me, it normally costs about $750. They were running a special, which, they've been running the special for a long time, which is great, I think. So you pay $500, so a $250 discount on it. So I thought it was pretty good, because my plan was I'll take this year, get this annual premium pass, take advantage of it, take all the courses. Oh yeah, by the way, all the courses are included in here, so you get access to the videos, the PowerPoints, and then the labs for each of the certifications that they offer. So my focus is going to be on this year. Get the EJPT done this month. Do the ECPPT next, then the ECPPT Extreme, which is just like the more advanced, where they teach you how to be more stealthy, they teach you more advanced techniques. Then the EWPT, which is eLearn Security Web Penetration Testing, and then the Web Penetration Testing Extreme. So these, for sure, I'm going to get done this year. Now, the ones that I also want to, so these are not in my required bag, but more like my hopeful bag, if I'm able to get these done quick. I want to do the exploit development one, the reverse engineering one, mobile application pen testing, and malware analysis. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 more certs. So potentially this year I'll have between 5 and 9 certifications towards the end of this year. And hopefully I won't be that much of a noob anymore. So these are my hopes. So this is my plan. What's your plan? What are you doing? What do you think of my plan? Do you think it's a good plan? Do you like I&E? Have you done I&E? Yeah, I'd really love to hear from you. I think that it's really important for us to share our experience, our battles, the truth of the struggle, because I think that a lot of people just paint a facade that, oh yeah, they're doing great and they're knocking this off, they're knocking that off, and I've completed this lab and try hack me and this other lab and hack the box, and but in reality these skills are a lot harder to learn and master than people make it to be. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just having a hard time with this stuff. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, that is my plan. That's what I'm doing now. And yeah, I hope you like this video. So join the community. Be a part of it. I don't want to do this alone. I want to do this walk, this marathon with a bunch of other very awesome people doing the same thing. I think that would be fantastic. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'll be making some more. Take care. Bye.